Well, we're back at Overbury Farms for harvest log, and I think it's day 14. I just have to recap on that. This time of year, the days kind of mellow into each other, really. I suppose it's pretty much the same stuff going on, but it's all good, and that's a good sign because it means the sun's shining, so we can actually crack on. We're in a field. This is called Cookwells, and last year it was fallow. Quite a heavy land field, and it's got a bit of a history of blackgrass. So we put a cover crop on it last year. It was quite a varied and mixed species cover crop, lots of radishes to try and aid the drainage, kind of bust up compaction of bits and pieces. There was some linseed and phacelia, some millets in there as well. So again, just a different depth of rooting, some compaction removal, some nutrient capture and recycling. There was some buckwheat in there as well, which is great for kind of mining phosphate out of the soil as well. And this is now a field of Crusoe for harvest 2016. It's yielding pretty well in a sort of a first week scenario. Moistures are kicking in between 13 and 14%. Yields at the moment are anywhere around 9.5 tonnes a hectare, and we got the first results back of the quality of that first block of Crusoe that we cut, with proteins over 13%. So the first field came back at 13.8. The Hagberg, which is its sort of elasticity measurement, it's the amount of sort of fluffy flour it's going to create, needs to be over a value of 250, which is 250 seconds that it takes to break, basically, if you're kind of stretching out the flour that it makes. And the Hagberg on there was almost 400, so it's really good quality. Specific weights are good too. So that bodes quite well for everything that we've harvested so far, and we've actually only probably got another day and a half of milling wheat to cut. So if we can get that all in the shed with very little drying and at that sort of quality, then that's really going to help out the gross margins of this particular crop of wheat. Obviously, milling wheat, it costs a little bit more to grow than feed wheat. It gets an extra fungicide, it probably gets a little bit more fertiliser, so the costs are there. And what we don't want is to have the costs incurred without getting the return from the actual premium. So if everybody's got milling wheat in the country, then the premium will probably come under a little bit of pressure. So it's all in the open market, but I know that Europe, particularly France, has struggled with quality, so there could be some exporting opportunities later in the season as well, especially where sterling is rated against the euro at the moment. So there's a lot to play for at the moment. It's coming in dry, which is great. Yields are good, so we shall just be pushing on, really. So this is it, Crusoe in Cookwells.